everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. One key thing to watch today will be the battle in the trenches. The Cowboys have the best rush defense in the league, and they're going up against the Seahawks, who will try to avoid becoming one-dimensional. With that, it's time to hook up with our commentators in the booth. So we turn it over to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Larry, we find ourselves right in the center of the Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex in Arlington and AT&T Stadium. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Seattle Seahawks and the Dallas Cowboys. Hello again, everyone. I'm Brandon Godden, joined as always by Charles Davis. And Charles, you take a look at this Cowboy team entering play. They come in riding high, just one loss in their last 7 games.
It's a very focused team, very disciplined. They've kept the penalties to a minimum, and they're winning football games.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Seahawks, they were losers their last time out. They're going to try to get back in the win column, but obviously they're going to have to do that in a hostile environment.
And sometimes it actually works to your advantage. Now you've got to band together your team, the us against the world mentality. Let's see if they can use it and get a victory.
So here are the Cowboys now ready to go on offense for the first time. They'll be led out by the former Mississippi State product, the mobile quarterback, Dak Prescott. They'll come out in the pistol. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
And when you're trying to set up a counter play, it's what a lot of people call an influence play. You're really hoping those defensive linemen are really agile that day. If they stayed out late the night before the game and they're not moving as fast, it's a lousy call because that means they're just going to sit in the hole that you hope to create just by the movement of your offensive line.
And there they got the ball to the outer third of the field, but tackled behind the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, things get stacked up in there if they don't move as well as you want them to, and probably just trying to escape and couldn't get away.
And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down, but a nice little gain.
I think we need to come up with a different name for this position. We keep calling it the fullback position. That doesn't necessarily mean it's a fullback, but we know this. Whoever's coming out of that spot is usually bigger and stronger, and they may not run away from people, but they'll run through them.
Yeah, able to shed tacklers. We saw it right there. They'll run it now with Dunbar. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a 4th down. And if you're the defense and those D tackles, you like that they're trying to run the football here against your 4-3, don't you?
Yeah, because they tend to eat things up because they are so strong and physical, and especially when they play with leverage where they get lower than the offensive linemen and control them. And what I love about the good defensive tackles, they can play over the guards, they can slide and play over the center. Nobody in the offense likes that day when they have to deal with those guys.
And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. They'll be led out by their 5'11 quarterback from Wisconsin by way of NC State, and that's Russell Wilson.
He's always been an incredible decision maker on the field. Takes care of the ball really well, puts his team in the right positions, makes sure the play calls are accurate. Also was a minor league baseball player. Didn't hit very well there. I think he made a great career choice picking football.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. He's got time in the pocket. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down. Here's the offense. Certainly some threats on this offense, and one of them that they target is Doug Baldwin.
Not only does he do a nice job catching the ball downfield, he's also a tremendous blocker that helps unleash the running game.
Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. Second and 10. It's Wilson again. Finding time toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
I don't care how many times you tell the story, it never loses its luster for me. Doug Baldwin, undrafted out of Stanford, and plays like a #1 receiver should in the NFL. I don't care how you cover him. I don't care that his size isn't great. He's the one that typically comes up with the football.
Absolutely. His roots go all the way back to Gulf Breeze, Florida, where he's from, right on the water near Pensacola, and then, of course, to Stanford, and, boy, he's been good. On first down, Wilson. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Tyler Lockett was the target there, and it's second down. And now the defense for Dallas.
Sean Lee is a linebacker with an exciting mix of tackling ability and coverage skills.
Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down. A fake to Rawls. Now it's Wilson. He's going to wind up and air it out. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
Third down, Wilson. He'll dump it off to Procise. And the ball is knocked out. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. Didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
They come out here in the eye. On second down, Elliott able to get away.
That's why you keep the legs churning.
And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34. The tackle was made by Michael Bennett. And out of the backfield for this offense, it's Darren McFadden.
He's a long, angular runner. But when he gets to the 2nd and 3rd level, look out. His speed takes over.
They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And incomplete here on 3rd down.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move all over the place to try and find good matchups. And they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
And the Cowboys will call on Dan Bailey here. He's going to need a little mustard on this one. It'll be a 51-yard attempt. And Bailey able to knock it through. And the Cowboys are going to jump out to a 3-0 lead. So they recover the fumble but could not take advantage of the short field. They do get 3.
And no one ever turns down 3 points going up on the board. But the offense will go to the sidelines wondering what if. While the defense on the other side, they'll celebrate holding them to just a field goal after giving up such bad field position.
Now after the field goal, Bailey will kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal? And they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive. A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punch in the end zone.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. They bring a man off the corner that time, and he gets home for a loss of 6. And their inaugural sack of the game coming from an unlikely source.
You mean it wasn't a linebacker? It wasn't a defensive end?
It was somebody like you.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that's a surprise for the offense. That's not what they normally get when they think about pressure.
Now Wilson on second down. He hits Jermaine Kearse. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
On third down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
So the offense has it 1st and 10. 2 receivers left, 1 to the right. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon.
False start, offense. Still first down.
So after the mistake by the offense, it cost him 5 yards. And now 1st and 15. From the shotgun, Wilson. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. It's a gain of 5 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 10. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. So just a lone field goal in this first quarter of play. It's a 3-point game here early. EA Sports NFL Sunday returns following this.
This presentation of the NFL on EA Sports is brought to you by Snickers. You're off your game when you're hungry. Snickers satisfies.
Alongside my broadcast partner, Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin hits the Seahawks with a football to begin quarter number 2. They've got it 2nd and 10 to start things out. Wilson again to Rawls. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Starting to run to the second quarter, and I guess you can kind of look at it both ways. The offense, they've got to figure out what they're going to do because they haven't scored any points. But if you're the defense, you're feeling great about what you got going on. The only concern you have, if you get to the half, what adjustments will the offense make to try to defeat you?
From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson trying to lay one up deep. And that's caught inside the 35. Give him 30 yards there. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. They go play action here on first down. And Graham's got it over the middle. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down.
Illegal forward pass. Offense.
Well, there's one you don't see often, the illegal forward pass.
And the reason we don't see it very often is the quarterback has to be totally beyond the line of scrimmage for the flag to come out. If any part of the quarterback is behind the line of scrimmage when he throws the ball, then it's not an illegal forward pass.
On second down, here's Wilson. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And this is caught. It's Jimmy Graham. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. This will be caught at about the 6. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Some think that teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
Second down, Rawls. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
And the offense readies for play number 10 of this series. So now it's 1st and goal. On the ground, Rawls. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Thomas Rawls, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And nowhere to go. He'll make it back only to the 5-yard line.
So many times during the course of a game, Brandon, the special teams actually helps out their offense. Not in this case. They did them zero favors with that return.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they've got to make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Two minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to Arlington right after this timeout. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Larry Ridley will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. The lone receiver left. Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to let this go deep, back over the middle. It's caught inside the 25. And he is down deep into Seattle territory. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. From the red zone now, Prescott. That's complete right around the 8. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives them a first and goal. Well, the coaches mentioned they weren't as concerned about big play offense. They thought they could get some shorter, quicker stuff and be consistent. And that's kind of what they showed there.
What they saw in preparation, what they saw on film, is a defense that likes to get out fast in terms of coverage, meaning they either bail out or they give them a lot of space to throw the underneath stuff, so they decide they take advantage of it and work on it hard in practice this week.
Now Elliott, and he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So we're back in the offense getting set following the call of that timeout. Second down, Prescott. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line.
Well, in my time in football, I've yet to see a playbook that draws up offensive plays designed to lose yardage. A running play loses yardage on first down. They try and throw it, take a sack on second down. What can the offensive coordinator come up with here on third down?
So the sack means it's 3rd and goal now from the 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. Call it no gain on the play, so no help there. And now 4th and goal. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And now following that timeout, the defense back out onto the field. And the Cowboys will call on Dan Bailey here. And Bailey able to knock it through. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So 3 points is the outcome, but probably not what they're looking for given the drive that they were on.
Yeah, things were looking good. You had it 1st and goal, but then the offense sputters a bit, and they're forced to settle for a field goal.
after the field goal. Bailey will kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
They come out here in the eye. The drive begins with a run by Rawls. And he powers his way up past the 30. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
So a very tight first half. We had to break in a 1-point game as we send you over to our headquarters in Orlando, where we check in with Larry Ridley for our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Thanks, Brandon. I'm Larry Ridley, and welcome to our EA Halftime Report. The Cowboys are in a bit of trouble after 2, but will have another half to turn it around. The Seahawks have bounced back from a tough loss last week and look to be in much better shape today. All right, let's get it going. Let's roll those first half highlights. Late in the first quarter, to once again sack the QB, this one ends up as a loss of 6. Same drive, he'll take the run up the middle, and this run caps off the drive with the score. The lead grows to 4. Now to late in the second. They're going to come away with another sack here. This will go for a loss of 3. We're set up for a great second half, so let's get you out to it. Here's Brandon Gott.
So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Our eyes shift to the defense of the Cowboys now. They are down on the scoreboard as we begin the second half and looking to avoid a bigger deficit.
And I can just hear the coaches now. I can hear the head coach. Guys, first 5 minutes, first series of the second half, offense or defense, you've got to set the tone.
They'll try to set that tone here. Second half starts with a run by Rawls. And a loose football. Rawls loses it. And it's picked up by the Cowboys. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the second half. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Prescott now after the fumble recovery. Bryant with a catch right side. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 15 yards through the air and a first down. Good throw. Receiver does his job, and it's a first down for the offense.
Excellent execution all the way around. Plenty of time for the quarterback and the receiver to work their first down magic.
And now the offense operates in the red zone. They go play action here on first down. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first. So there on that play, offensively, they ran the crossing route. Defense was in zone coverage. So as a former DB, how tough is it to defend that?
It's really difficult because your natural inclination is to chase the receiver and maybe leave your zone. So you have to have discipline in order to talk to your other coverage guys and let him know that that receiver's crossing from your zone to the next zone. He's coming your way. Make sure you have him. And then when the ball is actually thrown, secure the tackle. When they're moving on crossing routes, if you miss a tackle, it usually results in a big play.
A second down throw for Prescott. Drops it underneath to Elliott. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
From the 4-yard line, it's 1st and goal now. They'll pitch it out to Elliott. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Cowboys have retaken the lead.
I wonder if he changed anything on his play sheet or they just executed better. Because they had 2 previous drives that ended in field goals. Before this one, they finally were able to put into the end zone.
Well, whatever he did, speaking of the offensive coordinator, might be using that formula going forward. It worked there.
Yeah, it worked very well. He and his field general in pretty good sync right now. They're starting to move the ball well.
They'll try and throw for it. And this will be caught as they convert here for 2. And around the goal line, especially on 2-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And Seattle now ready to march out of the field. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
All right, Brandon, you know me as well as anyone. You know I don't usually advocate abandoning things during a game, but here we are in the second half. I think it's time to change things up. Let the running game go a little bit. Let's get to the passing game, and if you still want to get in the hands of the runner, maybe you swing it to him, throw it to him a little bit, try it that way.
On second down, here's Wilson. Out to the flat, that's complete to his running back. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, make him make someone miss in the open field.
It'll be a gain of 5, and the punt team will now come out on 4th down.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Here's John Ryan now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Taking it about the 16. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got to a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. Again, we'll see the pistol here. Now it's a bootleg with Prescott sliding out of the pocket. Now he's going to throw deep right side. It's caught inside the 25. A gain of 39 that time. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him. And he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
And now a 1st down following that long gain. One man in the backfield, Elliott. Now a play fake here on 1st down. His throw caught right around the 6. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
The play clock's running down. They just get the play off. Now Prescott. Oh, and it's incomplete. That would have been big in the end zone if he could have held on. Instead, it's 2nd down.
A missed opportunity for an interception would have killed off a drive. He had a chance there to finish things off. Didn't get it done. I guess that's why a lot of those guys do not play offense.
So incomplete on 1st. Let's see what 2nd down has in store. Another pistol look here. To the air again, Prescott. That's caught at the 2. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. So a little extra time to ponder this 3rd and goal as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Cowboys with the football. They'll be looking to tack onto their lead as we get set for the 4th. The line of scrimmage is the 2 here on 3rd and goal. Bryant, the lone receiver, left. Prescott on 3rd and 2. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Bryce Butler, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
Dan Bailey now for the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7. So the drive there took 6 plays, and it culminates in a Dallas touchdown. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The defense for the Cowboys getting set to go. They were able to force that 3-and-out. That led to a touchdown. Defenses obviously love 3-and-outs. They want more of that.
They created a very short and not too sweet stint for the offense by getting them off the field that fast, but it set up their own offense, gave them a little spark, and they took it downfield and scored.
Now the question, can they do it again? Let's see. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. And a nice pitch and catch to pick up the reception against man coverage.
Both of them read how much yardage they needed, figured what they had to do, and were able to beat the man coverage for the completion.
On 1st down, Wilson. It's caught outright by Graham. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. It's a 5-receiver set. 3 to the left, 2 to the right. Now Wilson on 2nd down. The grab made by Curse over the middle. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
Now here's a whistle as flags come in. And we'll check out the call.
False start, offense.
To throw again is Wilson. Baldwin with it over the middle. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line.
Holding, offense.
And that right there will set him back a bit on the offensive holding penalty.
And you know who you want to pressure after a penalty like that? The guy who just committed the foul. You want to see if he's going to keep his head down or if he's going to get his head right back into the game. I'd send a blitz at him right away and see if he holds up.
Again, Wilson. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and it'll make this a 2nd and long.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
They'll come out in the pistol. Throwing again here, Wilson. He's got time. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. So incomplete on 2nd down. Now they'll look to convert here on 3rd. 3rd and long. It's Wilson. And he's unable to haul it in. So it falls incomplete over the middle third of the field. And that brings up 4th. And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down. Surveying the field. He's going to air one out. And that is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. So still over 3 minutes remaining in this game, but boy, not getting that one that hurt.
That's a little bit demoralizing, so they have to be careful about that because still have an opportunity if they can get some things done on defense. But now, since they've taken over on downs, a team with the ball, guess what? Going to 4-minute offense, maybe they can put this thing away.
Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence? And they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal. And defensively, they just don't seem to have much of an answer for this passing game. Not at all. Look at the confidence that's exhibited here. With that type of a lead, clock on their side, instead of running it, they're still throwing it, trying to pick up 1st downs and keeping the football. And the next snap coming inside the red zone here. Now Prescott. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Their big tight end with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. They had the lead in the 4th, but still passing. Finding the big target for the touchdown. Now that lead grows even more. Everybody gets to join in the fun. You know, it doesn't have to just be the wide receivers catching touchdown passes. The tight end doesn't just have to do just the dirty work inside. He gets a chance to get into the end zone as well. Here's Bailey now for the extra point. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to come back onto the field. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles. It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down. Caused all of that. It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence. A gain of 6 there on 1st. So they complete the pass, and now they face a 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Wilson. It's caught outright by Graham. Time for a break. This one, all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. On 1st down, Wilson. They set up the screen to Rawls. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. And they're going to speed things up here. To throw again is Wilson. Complete outright to Kurz. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. On 3rd down, Wilson. Complete. Richardson has it. And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. And quickly they get to the line. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And he fires one that's intercepted. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground.
In today's NFL, most teams don't have as many goals for the game like we used to have where you checked off your boxes. But 0 turnovers, that's a universal. And while it won't likely cost them in this game, they're going to regret the fact that they coughed one up here.
Yeah, their first blemish. They had mistake-free football prior. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he finds his tight end, Graham. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Thomas Rawls, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Seahawks capitalize on this short field as they take it in for 6.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Extra point attempt to come here. It's up and good, and it's now 28-14. They had the short field, and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. The Seahawks got it. They did. It's Seattle football. Well, that certainly makes things more interesting. You get the score, then you get the onside kick. A little uphill battle still, but a start.
It's not mission accomplished, but the plan is working. They are in a great spot right now, and the best part, they put the defense right back out on the field after having already scored.
Yeah, they've got the momentum here now. Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Holding offense.
So oftentimes you see defensive holding. Here it's offensive holding. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So the defense had a chance to catch their breath, and now they're back out and ready. And, Charles, in this situation, this is where the word miracle comes into play.
Have to score real fast, maybe throw a jump ball in the end zone and hope for the best.
From the gun, it's Wilson. It's caught outright by Graham. A gain of 6 there on 1st. 2nd down now after the pass completion. And now they're in the hurry-up. On 2nd down, here's Wilson. Going to Rawls on the dump-off. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. On third down, Wilson. He finds his man, Baldwin. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. And he'll spike it with 16 seconds remaining. Throwing again here, Wilson. Complete. Richardson has it. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. They got to get to the 23 here on third. Wilson will throw again. And Graham's got it over the middle. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. Here we go. It's Wilson on fourth down. And it's knocked away and incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one. Well, they had to take one final shot at the end zone, but now things are looking really bleak.
And I agree with that totally. You had to take the shot if they did score. You know, whether you call it a miracle or not, you line up, onside kick, get the ball back. Throw one more in the end zone, who knows? Had to take the chance, it just was unsuccessful.
They come up in an offset eye. A first down carry by Elliott. And Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for the Cowboys, they continue to be one of the best teams around as they move to 10-2. And they'll get to stay home again next week as the Tampa Bay Buccaneers come to town. Meanwhile, for the Seahawks, they fall to 6-6 now on the campaign. And they'll be back home next week for a date with the Washington Redskins. So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Cowboys as we sign off and say so long from Arlington.